Okay, so now we're going to talk about intercepts. So if you have a Cartesian coordinate system and you're going to graph a line, there are two, or there could be two, what we call intercepts. This right here would be called the Y-intercept. It's usually hyphenated. And it's where your line is crossing the y-axis. And then this point right here, that would be called the X-intercept, because it's where your line is crossing the x-axis. So sometimes it's convenient to know what the y-intercept is and what the x-intercept is. So we're going to show you how to do that. If you want to find intercepts, okay, if you want to find the x-intercept, let y equal 0. Okay, so let's say we have an equation. I need an equation. Let's say that's our equation. Then to find the x-intercept, you let y equal 0. Because if you go back and look, what are going to be the coordinates for that point? Some number on the x-axis, but then 0 for y because you didn't go up or down. Okay, so I'm trying to bring it together there for you a little bit. Now here we can solve that equation. So subtract 3 from both sides, divide by -2, and so I'm getting x equals 3 over 2. Now, sometimes they'll say, hey, what's the x-intercept? And you'll say 3 over 2. Some books, or sometimes they want it as an ordered pair, then it would be 3 over 2, comma 0, right? Because you let y equal 0. Okay, so that's how you find the x-intercept. Now if we take that same equation and say you want to find the y-intercept. Well, the y-intercept, you're going to let x equal 0. Because if you go back to the picture, right, here's a y-intercept. You moved up, but you didn't do any horizontal movement, so x was 0. Okay, so there's my equation, right? Negative y equals negative 2x plus 3, but now I'm going to let x equal 0. And I'm going to get y equals 3. Now, some of you may remember a form called y equals mx plus b. It's called the slope-intercept form. We'll talk about that, I'm sure, in the next section, but they just don't talk about it now. Okay, so there's the y, or the y-intercept. As an ordered pair, it looks like 0, comma 3. And so this one's the x-intercept. I usually just abbreviate. And this one's the y-intercept. Okay.